What's going on, my friends? It's Cole and I am back for another update for you. I just noticed there's a shirt there. I don't actually know whose shirt that is. I'm at the park, so this episode is starring me and somebody's lost shirt. Today is Friday. It's Friday, September something. Friday, September 8th, 2017, and it is my 144th day on testosterone. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a quick head-to-toe updates on physical changes, and hopefully you find it interesting. So, head first, I am going to take my hat off, but don't judge me. I have no idea what it looks like under there. Okay, so I haven't noticed too much different with my hairline. I get, haircuts and they give me the lineup, so it's really hard to tell. My hair does grow back kind of fast, so that's cool. So we'll put the hat back on and get into the next update. My face has definitely changed a bit. The muscles in my jaw, I have no idea what those muscles are called, but they are becoming more defined and therefore making my face seem quite plump or square, however you want to look at it. My face is changing. My voice has also settled into what you hear now. I am finally able to project and use my voice, and I'm sure that now I'm used to it. I'm gonna have another voice drop so that I get used to that. My singing voice is a little weird at the moment. My range, again, is still not what it was, and I don't think it ever will be back to what it was, but I can sing. I can sing. Maybe I'll put in a clip. I don't know if I'm going to have time to record anything, but if it's there, it's there. If it's not, I'm sorry. Follow me on Instagram and I'll post something there instead. Hair on the face. There's really not too much of an update there. It's still growing in slowly and patchy. I actually shave it off because it does grow in patchy, and I told myself that I'm not going to just grow facial hair because I can. I want to grow facial. What the hell was that? As I was saying, I'm going to grow facial hair that looks nice and even. We'll see if I stick to that as I get further along and get more and more impatient. I know that a lot of guys actually talk about using Minoxidil or Rogaine for facial hair, and I'm just not into it. I really want to see what I can grow on my own for a while. If I'm 2 years in and I still don't even have a little fuzz here, we can talk about the Minoxidil/Rogaine journey. We can talk about it. But for now, I am perfectly fine seeing what happens naturally and going through my 15-year-old boy years at 33. What's weird though about the facial hair is, although it's not really visible to anyone, I can tell after I shave. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you look weird, without that, like, little bit of, like, scruff, I guess. Next time I don't think I'm gonna shave my mustache, because that was really what makes me feel weird. So let's move on from the face, because I think we've talked about that long enough. Let's move down to the shoulders. I've always had broad shoulders, just from a bone structure standpoint, and now the muscles are catching up, and I'm filling out shirts a little bit more. I've noticed that I'm not flexing. The sleeves on all of my t-shirts are starting to get a little bit tight, so that feels really good. Let's talk about acne. Facial acne is under control right now. I broke down and bought some Proactive, and that shit really works. Go buy Proactive. I am going to sponsor the hell out of that brand until they send me some for free. Acne has also moved on to my back, which I am not as grossed out by as I was when it first started. It actually started over a month ago. I just didn't tell you guys because I was embarrassed. Now, I don't care. And I also have chest acne, which is kind of weird, but I really think this is all related to my binder and it being hot and sweaty. I've noticed that the hair on my chest is starting to get darker and a little bit longer. The hair on my lower back is definitely, it's like, I almost want to show you because it's kind of funny, but I'm not going to show you because, who wants to look at my back hair? But that is coming in more than I'd like it to. Stomach hair, again, darker and longer. I'm not going to show you because who wants to look at body hair, really? It sounds like when animals attack back there. My shape is a little bit straighter now and a little less hourglassy, which is really nice. The fat is probably redistributing from my hip area into my stomach. Leg hair, again, longer, darker, more of it. So those are the body changes. Oh, I didn't even talk about muscles. They just all seem harder. Like, they're just much firmer than they were before. And I have not been working out really at all. I need to get back on that because while we're talking about it, I might as well talk about this. But I haven't actually been too kind to my body lately. I'm actually very mad at it. While it is changing and I'm loving the changes I'm seeing, I'm being a little bit impatient with the changes and really disliking certain parts of my body. And in turn, not being nice to my body as a whole, meaning that I am not going to the gym, I am not eating right, and I am drinking soda again. That's what I'm doing, and I'm really not happy about it. Somebody hit me up and asked me if I went to the gym the day after I made this video, and then we'll go from there. But let's not talk about bad things. I don't want to talk about bad things because I want to be happy. I don't want to wallow in self-pity. So, one good thing, a really good thing that happened is my insurance has been great and they have approved my top surgery. So your boy is getting this area chopped off at some point. I actually have to fax the letter over to the doctor's office because they have not received their own letter, and then I will be scheduling my appointment. I'm really excited and also really nervous about the pain, so if you have had experience with top surgery, can you just send me some love in those comments and let me know that it'll all be okay and I will survive. The fear is not great enough to make me say, no, never mind, I'm not getting it, because that's just silly. I've been wanting these things gone since they started coming in, actually, now that I think about it. Another good news thing that I've got to share is my partner and we will be starting our own YouTube channel to talk about transitioning together. Now, by transitioning together, I do not mean that she is transitioning as well. It just means that this transition is not just about me. Our relationship is transitioning. The way people see us is transitioning, and I think it's very important to have her perspective in this as well as mine. The bugs are attacking. Let's talk about misgendering for a second, actually, because I think that's a big piece in transitioning, and it's something that I shouldn't really hide from, and I shouldn't really avoid talking about just because it is negative. At least in my eyes, it's negative. But as I've been feeling more into my masculinity and my male self, I've noticed more that the misgendering hurts rather than me just kind of brushing it off like it's okay, they just don't get it yet. And it brings up so much dysphoria in relation to my chest, because I feel like that is the piece that people are looking at to confirm whether or not I am male or female. And it sucks because it's a part of me that is not easily removed, I guess I'll say. It's just always there, and it's always out, because whatever. I mean, I don't even know if you could see it. That was a really terrible angle. I'm not going to do that ever again. This morning, for example, I woke up, I was feeling, fairly okay about myself. Getting dressed was a little weird, as it always is. But once I left the house, I was feeling very, I want to say butch, but not in like, you know what I'm talking about. But I felt pretty butch and masculine, and I was feeling good. I get to work, go into the elevator, there's two maintenance guys working on one of them, and the one who I've seen every now and then goes, oh, she can ride up with us if she wants to. And I'm just like, God damn it. Like, I shouldn't let one person ruin my experience for the entire day, but like it took me a good 45 minutes to kind of bounce back from that. I had to kind of allow myself to feel disappointed and feel discouraged, and then eventually move on to, you know what, this won't happen soon. I hope. I don't know. But as my voice continues to get deeper, and as the facial hair keeps slowly pulling itself out of my skin, and as I get this area taken care of, I think that I'll be in good shape. So I just have to ride with the punches for now, and hopefully I'll be good. So if anyone has any stories that they want to share about that, please leave them below, because sometimes it's just good to hear stories from other people and know how they've dealt with it. That's really all I've got for this update. Feel free to leave questions below, reach out to me on Instagram, shoot me a text if you've got my number. Big love, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!